Morning, guys. Have me some coffee here at the cabin. We're going to be doing some work here today. But first, I want to talk about a couple questions. Mainly one question we get fairly often, and that is why Maine? Why do we choose Maine to come and move to and start a homestead? Well, we started this, mainly I started doing some research in 2019, 2020. And we looked, because we were already on the west coast in Alaska at this time. And so we started looking, on the west coast some. Wyoming, Colorado, Arizona, Montana, Utah. Well, we started looking there, and either the properties were too expensive, or taxes were an issue, or weather. Like for instance, Arizona, it was too hot. We already come from the south in North Carolina, and we knew we didn't want to be in hot summers, muggy summers. So started looking back on the East Coast, because we did want to be closer to family, because we had a lot of friends and family to pass when we were in Alaska, and it was hard to get back home for all the services, or if someone was sick. So we looked at the East Coast. Well, we knew we wanted to stay out of the South, because we've already been there. It's kind of too hot in the summers and muggy, so I come across New England area, and I was told by a customer of mine in Alaska that was a logger, that if we ever got tired of the rain, to look into northern Maine. So that's what I did. I started looking in northern Maine. Google searches, YouTube searches, anything that I could come across to give me more information about Maine. And after doing research and looking at some videos and reading some stuff on Google, we wanted to pursue trying to find something in Maine. The weather was like we wanted. We wanted all 4 seasons. We enjoyed the snow. So we picked Maine, and we focused in on that. And we come across a couple good YouTube channels. Hamiltrade Ranch is one. Alan from My Maine Cabin Life was the main one that we kind of reached out to, and he helped us. If we found land, he went and looked for us. And this particular piece of property was on YouTube for sale by a realtor here in Maine. And Alan come up here and looked at it, said it was high and dry. So we reached out, we put in a little offer, and it was accepted, and we came up here in January of 2024. We closed on the property, and now we're here. Maine does have a homestead tax that would take some taxes, reduce the taxes on the property. So that was another good little thing. But I mean, Maine does have taxes. I mean, we're used to no state income tax. Maine has a state income tax. So, but yeah, I mean, that's why we chose Maine. All 4 seasons. It had a good snowfall like we like. We were, heard that the summers were not as hot, but this past summer it was hot. So that's why we chose Maine. And we're closer to family on the East Coast. We got family in North and South Carolina, so uh, it's easier to get down there and visit, see friends, and everything else. But that's why we chose Maine. We've loved it so far. My wife will say that she ain't had the best year this year, and granted, it's been tough. It has been a challenge, but anything worth having, there is going to be some obstacles. And we got 2 teenage kids. We got 5 animals that we had to get across the country with, and it was challenging, but we made it. We've been safe. The little health scare was a little overwhelming for all of us, but I'm doing better, and hopefully we got big plans for 2025 here on the homestead. So stick around, follow around, and subscribe, and you'll see all our progress. There's probably families out there that think that this is impossible. Believe me, I was one of them. I thought for sure. I gave up in 2020 because everything happened in 2020, and we kind of put this on hold. We went ahead and purchased a home in Alaska. I just thought for sure that this wasn't going to happen, but it did. And we're here, and we're happy, we're safe and healthy, and we're all together, and we got big plans. We're hopefully going to turn this into a family homestead one day. I know there's some ones out there that have end goals, and my end goal is to have my whole family on my homestead one day, and we're all using the land and self-sufficient enough where we don't have to rely on the stores and all that to supply our family for goods. So that's my goal, and that's why we chose Maine. Thanks for following along, guys. See you on the next one.